Log into gyroscopeme.com, the hottest online radio station in the world. GS Radio all day, all night, worldwide. Powered by Gyroscope Media Group, LLC.
GS Radio, the best internet radio station worldwide. Providing the best in music and talk shows. Go to www.gsradionj.com and check out the best internet station in the world. You're listening to GS Radio Internet Radio Station powered by GMG, LLC.
In the beginning there was Jack, and Jack had a groove. And after a while, a deep sleep fell upon him, and he was looking for a new groove. He began looking for a new nation, and it had to be a soulful nation. And he found it, and it was Soulful House Nation. And he saw a building. It was a tall building. It had 10 stories, and he entered the building and got on the elevator and pushed the 10th floor. But it stopped on the 8th floor. And that's where he found his new groove. And he began to jack and jack and jack and jack. And he knew that this was it. It was Soulful House Nation on the 8th floor. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. I am DJ Dan, Soulful House Nation. I am coming to you live from the 8th floor. I am the unusual suspect. This is Soulful House Nation. Got another good show for you, ladies and gentlemen. We got another good one. So, this time, we're going to get started here. We got a special guest going to be joining us, Annette. And we're going to have some fun. We're going to play some music. We're going to have some conversation. So, as usual, what we do is quick recap. Last week, we had a great show. We had Sybil from Don't Make Me Over fame and Walk On By and a ton of other stuff. Then, after that, we're going to play the hottest song according to Track Source in the Soulful House category. Next, we're going to talk about what's coming up. Then we'll play a classic. And after that, We need some conversation. Get some news and then a conversation. All right, so CHOC, according to Track Source, the number one song is That's the Way Love Is, and that's 10 City, Jerome Sydenham. So, CHOC, could you play a little snippet of that? And what we're going to do is, because, Facebook says it's nasty, nasty little habit of shutting off all and muting us down. But just also, always like to give a big shout out to Chuck Roberts, who did our vocal drop, and also to King T Finesse and Ariel Shante for doing our theme song. You can find us, of course, Facebook, YouTube, Vimeo, X, YouTube. I don't know, a bunch of other places too. So, CHOC, would you get the show started? All right. Well, folks. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, DJ Dan coming to you live from the 8th floor. So listen, just want to give you a little conversation, some things that are coming up. We have some new tracks. One of them is David Matthias, and he's got a track called Rosa Blanca. Then we have another one by Mike KFN, and the name of that track is Running Away. That one, as you know, is based on the late, great Roy Ayers' Running. And then, too, also, That's the Way Love Is, which is based on 10 Cities, That's the Way Love Is from back in the day. Then, our song by King T Finesse is called Walk Into the Light. That's brand new. We're going to feature that as our song of the week. As you know, this today completes Women's History Month. And, of course, we're going to close this out with Annette, and we're going to have some conversations. And we might do a few Did You Know, and then we're going to have a little conversation about some of the tracks that were done that, hey, could they be a house? Could there be a house track? So, let's do this. Things have been happening around here. A few things here that just want to give a big shout out to Antoine Qua. He's revised, he's put the Touch Lounge in place, and that's a really big deal. I mean, hey, big shout out to him on that. That's a place that was the dojo for him. He went in there and he did the whole thing over. Congratulations on that. Also, too, he's been at Symphony Hall doing things over there. So he's really, really, really on the move. And then you have some of the other people that have been doing big stuff. You got Tony Gray, who's been doing stuff down at Cafe Z, which is big. And also, too, Friday nights Cafe Z is happening also. Then you have to bring up Guy Flash and Shawanda for what they're doing down at Dolce. They continue to make that thing bigger and better. And they've been coming up on some birthdays. April and Guy, Flash, and Shawanda is going to be the double nickel on her next birthday. They're going to do something to celebrate her in May. So you got a lot of stuff going on. So some stuff that I'm doing too, I just want to share with you. Some of you know, but many of you don't know, but I do volunteer work. And one of the organizations I do volunteer work with is Rotary. And we're going to be doing on June 1st, we're going to be doing a very, very big event. It's going to be, this event is for people with different abilities. And some of you may have not have heard that term before. In effect, it means people with special needs. Now, what you should know about it is that it's a family event. It is a family event. So it's a family event. And so everybody's welcome. And what we're going to do is we're going to have people there to do, touch a truck. In other words, they can have the fire truck there. They can go and walk around with that. Get that. We have face painting. We're going to have games. We're going to have music. I'm going to be DJing. And it's just going to be an all-out good day. It's going to be on June 1st from 1 to 4. It's going to be at the Fair Lawn Memorial Pool in Fair Lawn, New Jersey. And everybody's welcome. So I just want to get everybody there. So that's it. Okay. So that's it. So listen, let's do this. Let's play our old school track. And it was a little different flow back in the day, but I know you remember it. CHOC, would you play that track by the Out There Brothers? Okay.
Me say boom boom boom, now everybody say well. Me say boom boom boom, now let me hear say well. Me say boom boom boom, now everybody say well. Well. Boom boom boom, now let me hear say well. Well. Me say boom boom boom, now everybody say well. Well. Me say boom boom boom, now let me hear say well. Well. Me say boom boom boom, now everybody say well. Well.
Now hear this. It's the Outsiders. Back in the room. Ready to rock the world with the boom. So I hope you can stand the vibration. Cause we're about to rock the entire nation. Alright? Here we go.
I say boom boom boom, now let me hear say well. I say boom boom boom, now everybody say well. I say boom boom boom, now let me hear say well. I say boom boom boom, now everybody say well. Boom boom boom, now let me hear say well. I say boom boom boom, now everybody say well. I say boom boom boom, now let me hear say well. I say boom boom boom, now everybody say well.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to start up this conversation in a few minutes. But, CHOC, can you just jump in for a minute? I am resending a link. How about that? Okay. Hang on 1 minute. Okay. Okay. I am just going to take one moment. I'm just going to find this link here and resend it. But in the meantime, too, CHOC, when you get a minute, I just want to have a little conversation with you. Are you available to talk? And the answer is yes. Okay. Okay. All right. So listen. Let's have this conversation. And what I wanted to do is I always like to have this conversation, especially too in the light of women being involved in the whole house music thing. So one of the things that I've seen is that there's been a growing thing in this house music community. And my question to you is, do you see more and more, it's a two-part question, do you see more and more people flowing with, or even requesting, or even though Bergen County is really known for mostly hip hop, R&B, dancehall, do you see more and more people checking for house music?
What you mean by checking?
In other words, when you go out and play, that you can play it more, you get requests for it, that kind of stuff like that.
I mean, I get to play it more. I think that, it's just because of the private, private parties, and there's, people that's there that's not just from the area. Let's take my hometown, Inglewood, New Jersey, where, it's easier to play the music, house music, in those type of atmospheres. Like I have a couple of 50 years old parties, events coming up. So of course, definitely going to go back, but it was like, well, sprinkle in this, sprinkle in that, and some of the songs were some house music songs. So I'm just seeing, I'm seeing more people are accepting the house music up in this area, which is a cool thing.
Now, let me ask you this question. Okay, do you find more men or women, I'm going to say, dancing to it, requesting it more, feeling it? What do you find?
I mean, I'm seeing a mixture, I've, was also blessed to do a couple of community Baptist church, the security ministry and the usher ministry. They usually do an annual cookout, but the crowd is in there. I can play a lot of house music, and all of them is jamming. But once again, it's a it's a diverse crowd. It's a where they're going out and they understand it. So it's it's about the same, I'll say.
Yeah, interesting. Now, what I find is that when I'm playing out, when I can play house music at public events, I find it's the ladies that come over and ask me for more house music than that. But ladies have always been in the house music thing. It's just that I think I'm going to call it, and I'm going to make up a word now. I'll make up a term. It's male heavy. How about that?
Male heavy?
Yeah, male heavy, meaning that you mostly, in terms of DJing positions, in terms of promoters, in terms of producers, it's mostly men. So that's why I say, again, I made up that term, male heavy. Annette is on the line. Annette, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So I don't know if I guess you kind of heard some of our conversation. And, this is Women's History Month. And would you just take a minute just to give us, well, first of all, let's introduce yourself, for people who didn't get the pleasure of meeting you. Just tell us who you are one more time and
she needs
a little
to
bit
turn
about
the camera
you.
on.
So, yeah, and then we just need you to turn your video on. Yeah, so people can take a look at you. How about that?
Who?
Okay.
For some reason, hold on. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, I think I've got it.
Okay. There you go. There you are.
Yeah.
So talk to us a little bit about house music. I say from a woman's perspective, meaning that you're out there watching what's going on and maybe you're feeling it and you're looking for, and we certainly see there's no shortage of women dancers. As a matter of fact, maybe many times women will dance more than guys, and women are not looked down upon or frowned on if they're dancing together, whereas maybe men are not so likely to do it. So again, perspective. Give us your perspective.
Hi, everybody. Annette here.
Mm-hmm.
My perspective is that that's changing.
Okay.
I see a lot more of the men on the dance floor, and they too are dancing together.
Okay.
House music and the house community, it's all about one love.
Mm-hmm.
So I notice a lot of the men are dancing just as much as the women are.
Mm-hmm.
They actually are. And I enjoy watching it.
Okay.
I really do.
Okay.
It wasn't like that when I was going to the house music parties or to the clubs in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Guys were dancing, but they weren't dancing with other guys.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh no, I'm dancing with this chick over here. It's
Okay.
It's all good. We're all dancing. We all love the music, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I've seen a bit of a change.
Okay. All right.
It's been a little man heavy.
Okay. I have to watch for that. I have to see next time. I'll be out there, as you know, very, very shortly. And then too, I've been going this indoor stuff too, so I have to watch for that because I haven't seen that. Okay, so I'm gonna take a few minutes too now to say we started a conversation maybe a week or two ago, whatever it was, and we talked about all women lineups. Can we talk about that a little bit more? I want to start with you, CHOC, from a male point of view, and then I want to talk with you, Annette, from a female point of view. What do you see? How would that work? Would people come out, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? Uh-huh.
You mean to the like concerts or something, or
Like, no, a straight up all female lineup, DJs, et cetera. Festival or event.
I mean, I guess you would have to, say who's on the bill.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if you put, a good lineup together, I don't see why it wouldn't be packed out.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. How about you, Annette? What do you see?
What was the question again?
Okay, I was saying, what do you feel? We started a conversation about it, about having an all-female, all-lady lineup. What do you think people would come out and support? What do you think would be the outcome? You can say who should put it on. Should guys put it on? Should just ladies put it on? What do you see?
Why do we have to divide between men and women?
No, just asking a question. We don't have to divide it. Just wondering, because we hardly, in my opinion, again, this is man heavy. I looked at, for example, some of the most recent events. They're all guys. And there's a lot of qualified, talented ladies out there. So I'm asking you, do you think an all-female lineup would work? And what do you say?
I do think an all-female lineup would work. Definitely, it would work.
Mm-hmm.
Can't you feel it?
Of course.
Can't you feel it?
Mm-hmm.
An all-female lineup?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Hear them roar. I think it would be amazing. I really do think it would be amazing. We have a lot of amazing female DJs out there, but it's man heavy. I like that new word. It's man heavy in this industry.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of women have to, like we always have had to squeeze in, get in where we fit in.
Mm-hmm.
And I think an all-female lineup is due this summer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I would look forward to an all-female lineup. Wonder Woman, DJ Nubian, DJ Melodious,
Okay.
Storm.
Okay.
That would be a great lineup.
Yeah.
And I
keep
think we
going.
should have summer. We should try to bring that to fruition this summer.
I think that would be pretty interesting. Hey, and there's several. There's some more that. The only thing is, if I put it this way, if we mentioned all the lady capable DJs with the goods, the only problem is they'd only play about 10 minutes apiece. Instead of because there's so many talented. I mean, look. You have Patty Kane, you have Nunu Rocks, you have Shonda T. Although I think Shonda T is no longer in the area. So Nane,
Millie.
Philip Bill, Millie Mills. Yeah, they only get about 10 minutes apiece. And I joke, but I don't joke. I joke only because I think, huh? Yeah, I think we're not really like. I don't think that we're looking beyond. I don't think we're looking beyond. You know what? I just thought about that. I just thought of something. Let me fall back. Okay, 'cause that'll be a. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
I don't want them to call them DEI hires. Anyway.
No, you didn't.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is we need to see a lot more. Oh, then you got Bernie Grayfield just popped into my head. You just got a lot more ladies out there, and I would love to see a lot more ladies on the bill bringing the juice. Is my situation, in my way I look at it. Hey, CHOC, quick question. In this area over here, do you see a lot of lady DJs? Whether they're playing house or whatever, do you see a lot of lady DJs?
I haven't seen a lot. I mean, I have 3 in rotation myself at the lounge, but I haven't seen a lot of female DJs in this area. Not to say that they're not out there, but I haven't seen it. But I do know of, like I said, I do have 3 in rotation with me at the lounge.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so we're gonna do some. I won't call it name that tune, but I am gonna call it. Do we spin that tune? How about that? Or do we house this tune? Okay.
Do we house this tune?
Do we house this tune? We were talking earlier, Annette, and you mentioned, what they, with the job they did with Raheem Devon with that track. I mean, that's a staple at the parties. But let's go into a few other ones. Let's see another one. Well, by the way, before we go on to that, okay, watch this. Mike KFN, Running Away, which is a remake of Running from Roy Ayers. And then also, too, the song of the week, Track Source's Soulful House Nation #1 song this week is That's the Way Love Is. That's from 10 City from back in the day. They kind of jazzed it up. But I'm going to name some tracks here, and let's see what you guys think. Are you ready to say, I'm ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. How about this one? Can We House Up Rock the Boat by Hughes Corporation? What do you say?
I think it's doable.
Okay.
Doable.
Okay, who should do it? You have anybody in mind?
Beloved.
Huh?
Beloved.
Oh, Beloved. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Beloved.
Okay.
Or Mark Francis.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. CHOC, should we do a house version of Rock the Boat?
Rock the Boat, Aaliyah?
No, not that one. The original, Hughes Corporation.
You know me, sometimes I think you don't touch the original.
Okay.
And
all right.
also it depends on who's doing it too.
Okay. So my question to you is, should it be done? Should we leave it alone? If you say we should be done, Is there anybody that you can think of that should do the track?
I give my 2 suggestions.
Okay. So
She said Muhammad and
no, she said Beloved.
Beloved
and
who was the
Mark
second one?
Francis.
Mark Francis.
So first of all, should we do it? Is what your
I mean,
thought?
if it's that, maybe who's that? Tony Touch.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Oh yes.
All right.
Tony Touch.
Okay. All right. So we say, obviously they have to be done right, but that's a track that we would consider for a house music version. Correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. How about this one? Huh?
I have a song.
Okay. All right.
What about Breathe and Stop by Q-Tip? We're calling that an R&B track.
Okay.
What do you
Okay.
think about Breathe and Stop?
Okay. So you want sort of like a hip house type thing?
Yeah,
You say?
could we house Breathe and Stop?
Okay. Let me think for that a minute. I'm just trying to think of how you would do it. Okay. All right. Okay.
You
Do
hear
I
it?
think that? Do I hear it? I'm trying to hear it.
think?
I'm trying to hear it. You know, I'm trying to be flexible right now. The brain is like,
Flex it, Dan. Let's go.
wait a minute, Chuck, you smell something burning?
I wouldn't
you know-
touch it. I wouldn't touch it.
You know,
Touch it.
No.
the only thing I could see would be maybe some chants in there. Breathe and stop. Breathe and stop. But I kind of, to me, that one kind of, we just got to kind of go with that. But again, the only way I could see it right now is if they had like a chant style doing it like that. So anyway, all right. Here's another one.
Go for it.
Okay. Wifey by Next. Can we do something with that? Or
I
you
can't
say-
recall the tune.
okay.
Wifey by Next.
Yeah, Wifey by Next. Hold on a minute. I would sing, but I know my limitations. Let's see.
Carry,
Huh?
can you carry it?
All right, let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, put it this way. You know the song Too Close? Too Close? It's the same group. You know the song I'm talking? Girl, you're looking real good. It's making it hard for me. Okay.
Yeah, come on.
Listen. More so than embarrassing me, I don't want to embarrass you. We're trying this. Hold on. You know the song Next, Wifey. I'm going to do something here. You know the song. Hold on 1 minute. Okay. Let me see if I can do something here. All right. Let's see if I can get a little noise going here. But yeah, you know the song.
I do.
It's coming to you now?
Yes.
Okay.
How's that?
Huh? It's let's see if I can make a little noise here. Can you hear that?
Hold on. No.
Can you hear that all?
No. That's why you're.
Can't hear it?
No.
Can you hear it at all?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. We'll put it this way. CHOC, do we mess with it or is it okay the way it is? And then we'll come back.
I think it could be messed with.
Okay. All right.
I think it could
Okay.
be messed with.
I'm trying to hear it myself. I'm trying to hear it. I'm trying to hear it. Okay.
That's why you're my wifey. That.
I think so. One more time.
That's it.
That's why you're my wifey.
Yeah. Da 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 da. And that that. Anyway, you're my wifey. Da 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 da. You know what I'm talking about now, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Yeah. Can we mess with that? Should we fool with that, or is that okay the way it is?
We can fool with that.
Okay. So wifey, we can put a house on that. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to hear it, but okay. How about this one? Okay. Remember a diva freak like me? Remember that song? It's like she knew that one. Anyway.
Adina?
Adina Howard.
Adina. Yeah, I said a diva. Adina. Yeah.
Adina Howard.
Yes, Adina Howard. Love that song. Can we house it up or what?
Yes, we can.
Okay. What do you say, CHOC?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. I agree. Listen to this. But now, would you just straight house it, or would you put some screens and some oohs and some ahs in there? Since
You
it
have
is.
to sprinkle seasoning in there.
Okay.
Well, seasoning, yes, definitely.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. So here's another one. How about this? How about Usher? Yeah.
It could be house.
Yeah, I think it's one already out there, a couple out there.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it. I have not heard that. Interesting.
To hear that.
I haven't heard it.
I would
Okay.
like to.
But I think we could fool with that one. What do you guys think? Huh?
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. How about this one? Are you ready for this one? How about Janet Jackson, That's the Way Love Goes?
I thought about that song, but I don't know about that one.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it.
Don't mess with it?
I wouldn't do it.
I don't
Okay.
know about that one.
All right. Okay. How about this one? I'm going to go back now. I'm going to hit you way, way back. How about some
Cool.
Smokey Robinson? Have you heard of Smokey Robinson?
Which one?
How about this one here? You Really Got a Hold on Me.
Yes.
Okay. All right. What
Yeah.
do you say, CHOC?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay. All right.
I can hear that, yeah.
Hey.
Okay.
you
How
gotta
about
also
you? Anybody
remember
got any?
They do a lot of, they do like a lot of the mixes of the older music, like the Barry White and the Al Greens and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So really, I think my thing is that whoever's doing, the track really needs to, I feel, bring a whole nother vibe to it once you do. Once you take somebody else's track and try, and do something else with it, something different, something that's going to groove. I mean, we already know the song, but some of it I notice that they have to speed it up or slow it down, or So I'm just looking for that groove, because that's the first thing that grabs the people. But I can
I
see.
have a song.
Okay. I'm listening.
What about Al Green? Simply Beautiful?
Well, you know what? I say absolutely yes. And there's also a track called Simply Beautiful by Timmy Regisford. Did the track on it. So, yeah. Now, watch this. So, there's a country song. I think the guy's name is Vincenzo, something like that. There's a country song called To Win My Heart that he turned into a monster house track. Is anybody familiar with that track? the country version, To Win My Heart.
No, I would love to hear it.
Okay. I'm going to go with the flow with you on that.
I would love to hear it.
Okay. All right. Speaking of a country song, has everybody heard the song Friends in Low Places?
No, I'm not familiar. I'm sorry.
Okay. It was by Garth Brooks. It was a very big, huge hit. So I play on both sides of the track, so I heard it. Okay, how about this one? I know you're going to know this one. Sweet Dreams by the Eurythmics.
Oh, definitely.
80s classic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay. All right. Let me give you one more. Well, I just heard it again actually last night, but I had it from before. But you heard of the B-52s? They made Love Shack and all that.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So they made a song. I think it was the B-52s called. Yeah. They made a song. I think it was the B-52s. It's called Mesopotamia.
Oh,
I don't know.
my.
Yeah. Have you heard that? Huh?
You there, Dan. That's a definite yes.
Okay. All right. Because he had actually did it. Okay.
Yes.
There's also another one, a house track, but I heard it, never got it. Temptation's My Girl. I don't know if you heard that one.
I haven't heard that one.
Okay. All right. Let me give you one more, and then I want you guys to do one round. We'll do that here. Okay. I'm going to give you one more. All right. Okay. There was a group called the Commodores. And they made a very big song called Easy. Remember that song from back in the day?
That's doable.
Okay. Is that workable?
That's doable, yes. It is.
Okay. All right. So you guys hit me with a couple. Let's see if there's anything you guys can think of that.
How about housing up Pat Benatar, Love is a Battlefield?
Love is a Battlefield. Another big 80s hit. I used to play that because I worked in places on both sides of the track. I used to play that. Was a big hit. That was a must-have at one point. You'd have to slow it down, but it could be done because that was like maybe 160 to 170 in that range. So you have to slow it down. Okay. All right. Love is a Battlefield. Okay.
Billy Idol?
Huh?
How about Billy Idol?
Billy Idol. Hey, listen. Which one you want? White Wedding? Do you want
White
Moni
Wedding.
Moni? Huh? White Wedding?
Thing. What do you think?
I could kind of see that. It need a little work, but I could see that. What? Yeah. At first, when I first heard the track, because when I first heard that track, I was saying, "What's going on here?" And then I actually listened to the words, and again, when I played that back in the day, the place would go crazy. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. CHOC, we need one or two more for you, and then we're gonna kind of move to the next level here.
Let me see. What about Rod Stewart?
Okay, which one?
If You Think I'm Sexy.
Hey. I can see that.
You can see that. Okay. All right. I can see that.
Yes.
I can see that. Do you know that Mark Francis made 2 tracks that he made house versions of? I think it was Mark Francis. I'm going to give him credit. And if it's not, then somebody will tell me. Believe me. Anyway, he did Mrs. Jones, Me and Mrs. Jones. He did a house version of that. And he also did a house version. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
You ready, CHOC?
I'm ready.
Flashlight.
One of my favorite songs.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here's my last question to everybody.
I got one more.
Okay. Okay.
Who is it? It's Michael McDonald and I believe James Ingram.
Okay.
Was it
James
Yama?
Y'all will be there?
Yeah.
It's already done.
It's already done?
It's already done.
Okay, I
Yes.
need to hear it.
Yeah. So that's a good one. That's a good one.
Okay. I haven't
Okay.
heard that one yet.
Okay. Yeah. It's already done.
I might have it, to be honest.
Yeah.
but
You know, that's how it is. Because, you know, you get so much music, you know, you really physically cannot listen to everything. And even if you listen to everything, if you just like go in and out, part of it can happen is that you come back and you missed it. And somebody else is playing it and it's popping.
Right.
And you go, wait a minute, hold
Yeah,
it.
all the time.
Yeah.
Gotta be quicker than that. Gotta be quick.
Okay. So we got one more each, and then we're going to go into the Shazam free zone and just play, we're going to play some brand new music. So let's hit one more time. One more time. One more time.
Okay.
Okay.
So, me a
One
try.
more time. Okay. All right. Okay, and we got some stuff in here.
One more song.
Okay. Okay, turn this off. We'll turn this off. Hold on. I realized it was on. Okay. Hey, share your mix. Okay. All right. Okay, so watch this. Okay, everybody go one more again, as they say. One more again. Starting with you, CHOC.
I'm gonna go one more again.
You ready to go one more
again.
again?
One more again, baby. One more again.
Okay, let's go. Hey, everybody out there, share your mix, the guest list, last call, David B. Fierce, thanks for stopping by. So, give us one more song, and then I'm going to ask the audience out there, can you give us a song that you believe we can make a house music track out of with the right beats, etc.? Okay.
What if I Like the Way by High Five?
Okay, I like the way. Okay. Oh, the kissing game.
Yes. You
Yes.
think we can start?
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. Anybody else out there in the audience? Anybody? Can anybody see a track, no matter what the genre is, and hopefully we know it? Can we make that into a house track? CHOC, you're up. Can we make something? What can we make into a house track?
Let me see. What's his name? Robbie Neville.
Okay.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie. Oh, okay. Okay, from way back in the day. Well,
In the 80s.
I think that was
I think it was
C'est la vie.
Robbie-
Maybe that was
Robbie Neville.
T.S. Monk or something like. I don't know.
No. It was
Okay.
It was Rob.
It was an R&B track, right?
I won't say it was R&B. It was more Robbie Neville.
Okay.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie.
Hold on.
Yeah, I know the song. I think you could do something with that. That's my personal opinion, huh?
Mine too.
Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna throw you for a loop right now. All right, you ready to go for a loop?
I'm holding on. I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. The twist. Can they, or do we leave that alone?
Are you talking about 1950s twist?
The 60s, early 60s. Chubby Checker. The
Oh,
twist.
yeah. Yes.
And the only reason I know about the early 60s like that is research. Why are you guys laughing?
Reason?
Yeah. So, do you see the twist being made into a house music version?
I can see
I
that.
think that it could be made into a house music version.
Okay. All right.
Could be.
So you guys can see that. Okay. All right. All right. Well, there you have it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Yeah. Synchronizing rhythms. Thanks for dropping by. All right, folks. Well, look. Hey, that ends that segment here. What we're going to do, we're going to go into the Shazam free zone where we play nothing but brand new music. Also, again, I just want to just let everybody know we will be doing on June 1st the New Jersey Metro Rotary Club, which I'm a part of. It's an online club. And we if you're looking for a place to do volunteer work, it's a great place. Then also, too, along with the Fair Lawn Sunrise Rotary Club, we're going to be doing an event on June 1st, and it's called Rotary Access for All. It's for people with different abilities. And just so you can get used to the term, it's for people who have special needs. So some of the people that will be there, we will have. But first, let me just tell you, not this Saturday, the Saturday before St. Patrick's Day. No, the Friday before St. Patrick's Day. We went to that event. They had like 175, 200 people, and they had a dance for people with different abilities. There was about almost 200 people. And people there were people who were autistic, there were people with Down syndrome, there were people with wheelchairs, there were people who, just all kinds of things, but it was nothing but fun. And we're going to be doing the same thing June 1st in Fairlawn, the Fairlawn Memorial Pool. There'll be games, there'll be trucks, fire truck that, they can walk around, people can walk around. We'll have face painting, we'll have music, DJing. We're going to have just all kinds of stuff just to have fun. It's going to be a family day. Everybody's invited. You can do two things, or three things. You can do one, come and or bring someone. Two, you can donate. Or three, you can do both. How about that? So, yeah. So thanks again, everybody, for coming out to this segment. We're going to go into the next segment of the show, which is Shazam Free Zone. And every week, we introduce brand new music. We not only play it, but we say it. And what's good about it is that I get to play a lot of brand new music, introduce a lot of new artists. And sometimes I hear songs that I played here, a little bit down the road, I hear them played. Now, here's the interesting part. So people are very particular about who introduces them to new music. And I find that pretty interesting. And what I mean by that is that sometimes if, let's say, Billy Bob plays a song that's brand new, and maybe go, but then, Mary Jo plays it, and the place goes crazy. So, but the thing that I just want to do here is this. I just want to make sure that at least gave you the exposure to it. And then it's up to you whether or not you want to move forward with it. And sometimes you may still have to, you still may have to hear it from your, I'm going to call it, your official sources. But after a while, you'll start to learn that, hey, wait a minute. I heard that somewhere before. I know where I heard it. It was in the Shazam Free Zone, where not only did we play it, but we say it. How about that? How about that, Annette?
I think that was a new suspect where I heard that track. You know what? You know that guy from the 8th floor?
Yes. It was that guy from the 8th floor. Yeah.
The 8th floor.
Yeah. So, folks,
Heard it.
Yeah. So join us as we play all brand new music. We never repeat the music. We're going to lead off with King T Finesse. King T Finesse is called Into the Light. And what he did, Walk Into the Light, what he did is he, along with Ariel Shante, made our theme song, the Soulful House Nation theme song. So, CHOC, if you could and would you lead us off? We're going to start off with Walk Into the Light. It's by King T Finesse, and I'm going to play nothing but brand new music, and I'm going to keep playing it until we finish the segment. Synchronizing rhythms.
Let's go.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am DJ Dan, coming to you live from the 8th floor. I am the unusual suspect. And what is your name, young lady?
My name's Annette.
Annette. All right. We'll see you next week. All right. Meantime, just join us and listen to some brand new music. All right. Here we go.
And let the vibes flow through.